The Galactic Confederation's Central Academy floated in the void between stars, a magnificent construct of crystalline towers and quantum-locked corridors. For 3,000 cycles, it had trained the finest minds from across known space. And for 3,000 cycles, one particular examination had maintained a perfect record: 0 passes. Professor Jakal's 17 eye stalks wavered with satisfaction as she addressed the assembled class. Welcome to Advanced Survival Protocols. Statistically, none of you will pass. The lecture hall contained representatives from 47 species. Crystalline archaeons hummed softly. Methane-breathing Volthans shifted in their containment suits. In the back row, 3 humans sat with peculiar expressions that Jakal's translator couldn't quite parse. The final examination, she continued, her carapace clicking with emphasis, simulates a Class 12 Deathworld scenario, complete environmental hostility. You will have 4 hours. Survival is unlikely. Learning is guaranteed. The Archeon delegation's hum rose to a worried pitch. A Volthan's suit filters wheezed anxiously. The humans, Marcus, Chen, and Aisha, exchanged glances and smiled. Jakal noticed. In 3 millennia of teaching, she had learned that expression never preceded academic excellence. The examination chamber materialized around them with nauseating completeness. The simulation was perfect. Scorching sunlight, humidity thick enough to drink, and gravity that pulled with crushing insistence. The air itself felt aggressive. Within minutes, the Archeons had crystallized into defensive stasis. The Volthan suit struggled against atmospheric pressure never designed for organic beings. The Ketathren, masters of void walking, simply collapsed. Professor Jakal monitored from the observation deck, her eye stalks recording every predictable failure. Then she noticed the anomaly. The humans had removed their outer garments. What are they doing? Her assistant, Professor Vireen, whispered through his breathing apparatus. Marcus stretched, his joints producing sounds that made several observers flinch. Man, this takes me back to Houston in August. Houston? Chen wiped her forehead. Try Mumbai during monsoon season. This is nothing. Aisha laughed, the sound carrying across the simulation. You both complain too much. This is just like Khartoum in summer. They began walking. Not the desperate stumbling of the other students, but casual, purposeful strides. When they encountered a simulated predator, a massive reptilian construct designed to trigger maximum fear response, Marcus simply clapped his hands loudly. The beast hesitated. Predators, even simulated ones, recognized something wrong. Shoo! Aisha waved her arms. We're taking a test here. The predator retreated. Jakal's eye stalks braided together in confusion, a gesture reserved for utterly unprecedented events. Pull their homeworld data, immediately. The holographic display materialized. Earth. The readings made no sense. Atmospheric oxygen at 21%. Vireen's voice cracked. That's flammable. Surface gravity 1.0 G, another professor read. Temperatures ranging from -89 to +58 degrees Celsius. Seasonal axial tilt causing catastrophic climate variation. Tectonic instability. Violent weather patterns. Predator-to-prey ratios that suggest constant warfare. Jakal felt her chitin go cold. They evolved in the simulation. On screen, Chen had discovered the water source, a stagnant pool filled with simulated parasites and toxins designed to discourage consumption. She sniffed it, shrugged, and drank. Tastes like camping, she announced. Marcus found edible plants by the simple method of trying everything. His species, the data showed, had evolved sophisticated vomiting reflexes specifically to handle dietary experimentation. What killed most species in minutes gave humans mild indigestion. When the simulation escalated, as it was designed to do, adding electrical storms and seismic activity, the humans built shelter. Not the theoretical structures other species attempted, but practical constructions using materials at hand. They wove, tied, stacked, and braced with the casual competence of beings who'd spent millions of years making tools from whatever their hostile world provided. The 4-hour mark approached. Every other student had withdrawn, failed, or required medical intervention. The humans were cooking. They'd made fire. Actual fire. From sticks. Fire, Jakal whispered. They're using oxidation reactions for food preparation. On purpose, Professor. Vireen's voice was faint. They're singing. Indeed they were. Some ancient rhythm about survival and defiance. Their voices carrying across the simulation with unsettling cheerfulness. When the examination ended, the three humans emerged laughing, comparing notes on what they called the easy parts. The observation deck was silent. Marcus noticed the staring. Was there supposed to be more? The test felt short. Short? Shakal's voice emerged as a strangled hiss. You passed. You're the first in 3,000 cycles. Really? Aisha seemed genuinely surprised. But we didn't even see any real predators. Nothing tried to eat us properly. Properly? Farine repeated weakly. Chen patted the professor's carapace reassuringly, a gesture that made Shakal's threat assessment organs scream. Don't feel bad. If you want, we can teach a seminar. Introduction to Deathworld Survival. We've got tons of experience. Experience, Shakal said numbly. You have experience with Class 12 Deathworlds. Class 12? Marcus laughed. What do you call Class 13? The professors exchanged looks of pure horror. There was no Class 13, the scale didn't go that high. Nothing could survive conditions worse than the simulation. Wait, Shakal managed. Are you saying Earth is worse than the examination? The humans considered this seriously. Well, Chen said slowly, the exam didn't have mosquitoes. Or rush hour traffic, Marcus added, or Mondays, Aisha finished. They laughed again. That uniquely human sound that the galaxy was only beginning to understand. The laugh of beings who'd spent their entire evolutionary history telling their homeworld no and surviving anyway. As they left, Shakal heard Marcus mention something about the exam being kind of relaxing, actually, and good stress relief. She made a note in the permanent record. Humanity, Deathworld species. Approach with caution, or coffee. They seemed to appreciate coffee. Then she began redesigning the examination. If humans could pass it, clearly it wasn't hard enough. Though something told her that no matter how difficult she made it, those strange primates would just keep laughing.